What's up, Dunkers and Dunkettes? It's White Duncan, No Vision Duncan, and we're back with year 2 of the Madden 22 Dallas Cowboys realistic rebuild. If you tuned in to part 1, we went 15-2. 15-2, still not fucking good enough to make the second round bye week. 15-2, lost in the second round. Great season for Tait Lawrence. Great season for Zeke Elliott. Let's waste no more time. Let's go ahead and meet the squad before the preseason. Now, the Cowboys salary cap situation, we were broke, out of money, broke as hell. So we had to do a little bit of cutting and, finessing around the cap space. So what I did was we ended up cutting Blake Jarwin, but we brought him back on a cheaper deal. We also had to cut Anthony Brown at cornerback and another cornerback, P.J. Williams, who was a team captain. Unfortunately, we had to cut him. And we had to cut Greg, the leg, just to make some space. But I decided to bring him back. I know they cut him in real life, too. They cut him in real life, but we brought him back because he only missed one field goal last season. He had a great season. Dak had a great season last season, threw for over 4,000 yards. I think he threw for like 40 touchdowns. But he did throw 15 picks. That's way too many. Zeke, like I said, he had a great season, about 1,500 yards. Double-digit touchdown. I think he had like 19 or 17 touchdowns, something like that. Tony Pollard had a great season with like 9 touchdowns. Still got Rico Dowdle down here. We drafted this guy, Kevin Brown, who had a kick return, so he will be like one of our return guys, also our 4th-string running back. And then Siwo, he was like our 4th running back, so we moved into fullback because I fucked up. I forgot to draft that fullback that we had scouted in the draft class. My bad. But we moved Siwa, who's 6'3", 240, so he's good to play fullback. He actually went up in overall. And then wide receiver. Now, we did the Amari Cooper trade, so CD will be our wide receiver 1 this season, followed by Michael Gallup, who will be our wide receiver 2. Now we're looking a little thin at wide receiver 3. We really don't got no money to bring in like a veteran wide receiver 3. So, Simi Fehoko, second-year receiver, 6'4", 222. He is currently our slot receiver, our wide receiver 3, but we did draft 2 receivers. We double-dipped that wide receiver in the draft. Kendall Cooper, 6'5", 226. He will be in competition with Fehoko. Also, this guy, Terrell Downing, as you see, that 92 speed, 93 acceleration, we drafted him, but he's the opposite. He's short as hell. He's tiny, 5'8", 182. So out of these 3, they will battle it out in preseason. We know preseason matters. One of these guys will be our wide receiver 3 behind Michael Gallup and CeeDee Lamb. Tight end, Dalton Schultz, we decided to bring him back on a big 4-year contract. Like I said before, we brought back Blake Jarwin, even though we had to cut him first. Still got Sean McKeon. Tyron still at left tackle. Now, left guard, we let Connor Williams walk. Terrence Steele, who was listed as right tackle last season, we moved him inside the left guard just because his run blocking is a little bit better than his pass blocking. Still got Connor McGovern, who can compete for the starting job, but he's in the contract year. Tyler Biadasz, center, starting again. Zach Martin, still one of the best guards in the league. And then Marcus Harper, who was our 2nd-round pick. We drafted him as a center, hidden dev trait. We moved him out to right tackle, though, because his pass blocking is better than his run blocking. So he will be our franchise right tackle. And then Tait Lawrence, who was the MVP of year 1, 17.5 sacks, got him back. And then Oza, who was a defensive tackle last season, but we lost Randy Gregory, didn't have enough money to bring him back. So we moved Oza out the right end, who will fill in for Randy Gregory. And then Tristan Hill in the contract year will be D-tackle 2. And then Neville Gallimore, still with that star dev, will be our defensive tackle 2. So as you can see, our D-line is actually kind of weak. It's probably the weakest part of the defense. And then linebacker, we had Keanu Neal last season, who had a great year. But like I said, we had no money to bring everybody back. Jabril Cox, going into his 2nd year, will finally get a chance to start, as he was a backup middle linebacker last season. And then Leighton Vander Esch, still at middle linebacker. Micah Parsons, and then we had to bring in a bunch of backups like John Bostic, Malcolm Smith, shout out to Seahawks, got out our first Super Bowl, and then Cassius Marsh, another former Seahawk, brought in those guys to be backups, and then Trayvon Diggs, he was kind of injured last season, but he's back as our cornerback 1. Jordan Lewis led the team in picks with 4. Kelvin Joseph going into his 2nd year, former 2nd-round pick, hopefully he can develop. We drafted this guy, Dalton Baber, I think it was like 4th, 5th round. Still got Reggie Robinson and Luke Barco, and then Malik Hooker still at free safety. We had to move cornerback Nashawn Wright out to free safety just so we have a backup. And then we have Donovan Wilson, but our first round pick was this guy, white boy Nick Nash out of Texas Tech. That was one of the main reasons why we drafted him, because he gets to stay in Texas. But he's 6'4", 207. I know he has a low overall 60. I think he's really a 60. Yeah, he's 67, but he's only 21 years old. He could develop. First round pick. He can probably get a dev trade scenario in season. And like I said, we brought back Greg the Leg and brought back Brian Anger. Now, I think we have some team captain slots available. So what I'm going to do is we're going to hand one out to, let's see who we got. We already got Zach Martin. Let's see. I think Zeke deserves to be a team captain. I would say maybe Greg the Leg. Micah Parsons, got Leighton Vander Esch here. Damn, I don't know. Trayvon Diggs, maybe. Let's give it to Greg the Leg. 34 years old. Had a great season last season. Give it to Greg the Leg. And we might have one spot available. Who wants that final C patch on their jersey? I'm thinking about Micah Parsons. Let's get a young team captain. Let's make it Micah Parsons. So shout out to Micah Parsons, Zeke Elliott, Greg the Leg. All new team captains with them new C patches on their jersey. Let's go ahead and simulate the preseason. Like I said before, wide receiver 3 is up for grabs. Who's going to get it? Who's going to take advantage as we do have an injury, as we lose the first game of the preseason? Oh, Micah Parsons, 6 weeks, dislocated hip. Newly awarded team captain, out with injury. Now, we have Cooper there for right now, so let's go and put Fehoko in. And then in the final game, we'll put the other rookie wide receiver in the slot, and we'll see who plays better. As we have another injury, we don't want this. Malik Hooker, dislocated ankle. So our defense taking some hits. Not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. Let's see. Slot receiver, we're going to go ahead and put let's see what's his name. Downing, put him in, and then we'll simulate. See what happens. Hopefully no new injuries on the defensive side. If we do have an injury, please be like on the offense or nobody important, as Siwo comes back from injury. And we win. We win the last preseason game. And let's check out the stats. See how everybody did. We had a undrafted rookie quarterback who's like a 53 overall. Terrence Peters played well, but so did Will Greer. So Will Greer will be the backup quarterback. As you see, the other quarterback had 8 sacks. Yeah, we can't have that. Tony Pollard played well. Rico Dowdle played well. Will Greer with a rushing touchdown, so he just solidified himself. And Terrell Downing, the 5'8" receiver. 15 catches, 218 yards. But Cooper had 7 catches. He averaged 17, and he had a touchdown. So I know that was a lot of yards for Downing, but he mostly played the second half. We're going to go with Cooper. And then Downing can be special teams. Sahoko can be number 4. Actually, I don't even see him on this catch list. I don't even see him. He ain't even get to, he might be wide receiver 5. He's going to be dead last on the depth chart. Storm Norton, Mitch Hyatt, they're giving up sacks, but, I mean, we can't bring nobody else in because we got no money. Kelvin Joseph will be our slot. And let's see, Vander Esch, Oza, Calvin Joseph. Greg Zolan did miss 2. He missed 2. You can't be missing kicks in the preseason. I just gave you the team captain, and you missing kicks. It kind of makes me want to bring in a kicker. And I think I'm going to do that. If there's an undrafted, Levante Davis there. Always check the preseason week 3 in the free agency, because there will be new free agents as teams make some cuts. Let's bring in this guy, Russ Jacob. Why does the Raiders have 2 rookie kickers? I don't know why. But we're going to bring in Jacobson just to compete with Greg the Leg. We only got one person to cut, and I think I know who I want to cut. I think we have an extra right end that I had signed. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and demote him to the practice squad. And we have our 53-man roster already just because we low on money. So let's go ahead and upgrade the team, reorder the depth chart. Dan Malik Hooker's down with injury. Let's go ahead and upgrade zone for my boy. Man, our defense is going to be weak starting the season. It's okay, though. We should be able to manage. Let's go ahead and adjust the lineup. Just that bad boy. And let's go ahead and set the depth chart. We got Dak, of course, quarterback 1, Zeke, running back 1, Siwo, and we'll have Jarwin. They got Tony Pollard there. That's okay. Let's see, receiver CD, Gallup. We're going to go Cooper. And Fehoko did not play well. We're going to go with Down. Actually, yeah, we're going to go with Downing. He got outplayed. McKeon, we'll put him there. We got Jarwin, Schultz. And then actually, because our backups are so trash, Connor McGovern will be our swing 6th offensive lineman. Yeah, he's going to have to be. So Connor McGovern. We're going 6 deep when it comes to O-lineman. So Connor McGovern is the 6th offensive lineman. Where the hell's our left end? Terrell Basham. I don't know why they're trying to bench Osa. And then Gallimore, Tristan Hill. Not liking, not feeling our D lineman. Kind of weak. Let's see. Guess Basham can play there. Van Der Esch. They got Jabril Cox, Bostic. We'll put Bostic there. And fuck, Micah Parsons out. So we have to start. Let's see, Cassius Marsh, Malcolm Smith, Bostic. So we're gonna be kind of weak on defense. Got Jordan Lewis, Kelvin Joseph, Barber, Trevon Diggs. We're going to start Donovan Wilson because our rookie, Nick Nash, is going to start at safety. And then let's go ahead and put Donovan Wilson as our starting free safety. Deshaun Wright will be the backup. Greg DeLeg. We'll have a backup kicker. We're going to put Downing and Brown, the 2 rookies, the rookie running back and receiver, at kick return. And then Tony Pollard will be the punt returner, along with the rookie cornerback and Dowdle. Kickoff start will be Greg DeLeg, Zach Martin, long snapper. Third down back will be Tony Pollard, but the power back will be Zeke. Slot receiver will be, I'm actually going to go with Michael Gallup this season with CD number 2, and then Cooper at number 3. Rush left end, Tait Lawrence. Basham backing them up. Right end will be we can't even put what's his name? Micah Parsons. He's injured right now, but it is going to be Micah Parsons when he comes back from injury. So right now we'll do Osa, and then D tackle will be Gallimore, Tristan Hill, and Kentavious Street. Sub linebacker Van Der Esch, Jabril Cox, Malcolm Smith, I guess, and then slot cornerback will be Kelvin Joseph, Baber, and Reggie Robinson. Actually, no. We're going to do Jordan Lewis there, and then Barber. So that's the team going into week 1, year 2. Let's go ahead and advance a week as we kick off the season against the Tennessee Titans. Sucks that we got to play Derrick Henry on the road with our team being injured, and I felt like our team took a step back roster-wise, plus the injuries. So, but it's the Dallas Cowboys. We're in the NFC least. You know the Cowboys fan base. You know Stephen A. going to make fun of their ass. They don't make the playoffs. Plus, I don't think they're too fond of Mike McCarthy. They, the rumors with them trying to bring in Sean Payton and whatnot. But because we're in the NFC least, let's make the goal. We got to make the playoffs, man. I don't care about these injuries. We got Dak. We got Zeke. We got CD. We got Tait Lawrence, Micah Parsons when he comes back. This team needs to make the playoffs in this weak-ass division. So let's go ahead and look at the prospects. For the next draft class, as I do see a couple of quarterbacks, see a wide receiver there, offensive lineman, whatever. We're not worried about that. We're worried about winning this NFC East division, making the playoffs again. We had 15 wins last season. Don't think we're going to be able to match that. But we're 83 overall. Our defense, 80 offense. Hopefully we can ride our offense. Let's go ahead and simulate week 1 against the Titans. See if we can stop Derrick Henry. And we do. 27-21 looks like one of those overtime games as we win in overtime. Yep. So Henry ran all over us, but look at that. We shut Tannehill ass down. Dak went crazy, 400 yards. We did have a turnover, though. They only had 1 third down conversion. That's crazy. So shout out to the defense. With all the injuries, with Micah Parsons and Malik Hooker, and they got Derrick Henry in the backfield, we shut them down on third down. Zeke had a good game. And Michael Gallup, this is the season Michael Gallup is going to break out. No more Amari Cooper. We got Kendall Cooper, his cousin, Kendall Cooper. Don't know if they're related. But that's why I put him in the – that's why he won the job in preseason. 6 catches, 109 yards, a touchdown in his debut game. CD had 72, so all the receivers did their thing. Let's see. Harper, though, giving up 2 sacks, but learning a new position. Drafted him as a center, moved him in the guard. Now we moved him out to right tackle. Tait Lawrence with a sack. So great first game. Great kickoff as we have a primetime Thursday night football game against the Green Bay Packers. Let's go ahead and delegate the regional focus scouting. And let's see if we can beat the Packers in Lambeau. TV, lights bright. Don't know if they got Rodgers or they went with Jordan Love. And we win big, 42-31. We ran the ball well, no turnovers, but we got turnovers. So the defense is balling out, man. It was 28-21 at the half. Defense playing their asses off with these injuries. But Dak, 3 touchdowns, no picks. We picked Rodgers off 3 times. Tony Pollard had a touchdown. Dak had one. Zeke had one. CD went crazy. Dalton Schultz getting a touchdown. Zeke, no sacks allowed from the O-line. And then Leighton Vander Esch, Jordan Lewis, and the rookie Baber, our 4th cornerback, getting the pick. Love when my 4th cornerback, 5th cornerbacks get picks, and Greg the Leg missing the extra pointer and a field goal, so already regretting bringing him back. After we initially cut him to create cap space, he was a cap casualty sacrifice, and we should have left it that way. As we have the mock draft. First mock draft, let's see where they have us projected. Let's go all the way down to 32. No, they do not have us in the Super Bowl, but they have us at 19 taking a guard. Thomas Hood out of Ole Miss. Kind of disrespecting us. That's okay. Let's look at the weekly awards. Probably Zeke, I would say. Oh, it was actually Dak with the 3 passing touchdowns and the 1 rushing touchdown, so 4 total. As we are undefeated. As we play the Seahawks, we get Donovan Wilson back from injury. Let's just make sure that he's in at free safety and not strong safety. Of course, they put him in at strong safety. I want him at free safety. Damn it. Free safety. Because we need Nick Nash starting at strong safety. So let's go ahead and beat the Seahawks. Keep our undefeated streak going. 3-0. And we lose. 31-24. By a touchdown. As we couldn't run the ball this game. We couldn't run the ball. Both teams turned the ball over twice. 21-17 at the half. We only scored 3 points in the second half. Couldn't run the ball. It shut us down. Cooper is balling out, man. We traded Cooper for Cooper, and Cooper is balling. Chauncey Golston getting a sack. Kelvin Joseph, Neville Gallimore, Donovan Wilson, and Dalton Baber. His 2nd pick of the season. 2 games in a row. Greg the Leg makes a 53-yarder. But our 4th cornerback is getting picks. Why? Well, why is Kelvin Joseph not playing well? As we get Micah Parsons back from injury. Why is Trayvon Diggs not playing well? Like, what's going on? So rush left end should be Tait Lawrence. And then rush right end will be Micah Parsons. So for the D tackle, we're going to have Gallimore, Tristan Hill, and Oza. Yeah, slot cornerback. Yeah. Baber is just a ball hawk, man. He's just a ball hawk. Let's see. Battle of the teams from Texas. Houston versus Dallas. Texans versus Cowboys. We're at home, no AT&T Stadium. Let's see if we can get the dub. And we lose by a field goal. It's because they got Deshaun Watson still, probably. 32-35. We ran the ball this game, though. Ran the ball. And we played with Dak played great. It wasn't on Dak. It wasn't even on Zeke, I would say. He had the 2 touchdowns. Simi Fehoko gets in 6 catches, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns. Downing gets in 5 catches. So now we're going to our backup receivers. Tyron Smith gives up a couple of sacks. Oza, Tait Lawrence, Nick Nash, our rookie safety, so he gets his first career pick. Greg the leg was perfect. But where was, please don't tell me CD and Michael Gallup both got hurt. CD did get hurt. So he's back from injury. But I don't know where Michael Gallup was. Maybe he got hurt as well. I don't know. They had Sehoko in a slot. No, we want Gallup and CD and Cooper. Wide receivers 1, 2, and 3. And let's get our first W against our first division game, first division opponent, first division rival, Philadelphia Eagles. We are on a 2-game losing streak, but they're 1-3. Looks like the football team, a.k.a. the Commanders, they're leading the way right now. But let's go ahead and try to catch up to them, beat the Eagles on the road in Philly. And we do, 24 to shit. 24 skunked them. 24-0. 24-0. We ran the ball well, no turnovers. Just blew them out. Dak was great. He was efficient. Zeke was great. Tony Pollard had a touchdown. Receivers, Gallup, CD, both had like 50 yards. Cooper, touchdown. I love that big body, man. Just throw it up to him. Tait Lawrence, 2.5. Jabril Cox getting a sack. Micah Parsons, half a sack. He's starting to come along a little bit slow, though, but I understand he's coming back from that injury. As we get Malik Hooker and Jordan Lewis back. So I didn't know Jordan Lewis was injured. Probably got hurt last game, but Malik Hooker is back. So that's good. So we get stronger on defense. We get Parsons. We get Malik Hooker back. Jordan Lewis is back from injury. So our secondary is set. Our secondary straight. They're at full strength. No excuses now. No excuses. So let's go ahead and beat the Minnesota Vikings, same record, 3-2. Giants are also 3-2. So it looks like it's between 3 teams, everybody excluding the Eagles. As we lose, 34-24. So it looks like we're struggling a little bit this season. Yes, baby, we're struggling this season. As we couldn't stop the run. Two picks from Dak. 2 touchdowns for Zeke. Gallup went crazy. I told y'all he's going to have a breakout season this season. Tyron still giving up sacks on that left side. Micah Parsons, he's starting to come along, like I said, back from that injury. And Greg the leg making field goals. Anger pinning him inside the 20. But we're 3-3. Not looking good right now. It's been a shaky start. No, we've been injured. And we need to get revenge. No, we beat the Eagles. My bad. We 24-0. So let's go ahead and get all these guys back. Jabril Cox, Rico Dowdle. Get them all back from injury. Let's just make sure Jabril Cox is our sub linebacker 3. As they had Malcolm Smith. Bro, what are they doing? Micah Parsons, Jabril Cox. There we go. Stop fucking up my depth chart. Let's go ahead and sweep the Eagles. Try to catch up the Commanders. They're 5-1. They're having a great season. And we win 21-14. So we swept the Eagles. Don't got to worry about them. As we're 2-0 in the division. 21-14, though, this was a close game. They actually scored some points this time. We ran the ball on them. 2 turnovers, though. As Dak threw 2 picks, but Jalen Hurts couldn't do nothing against his defense now that our secondary is at full strength. Zeke had a $145. CD, first 100-yard game of the season, and a touchdown. Zeke also had a receiving touchdown. We have Micah Parsons with a pick, so he's been playing great ever since he came back from his injury. And let's check out mock draft 2 as we have a TV game against the Cleveland Browns. And we were number 19, and now we are 15. So we went up 4 spots, and they still have us taking that left guard, Thomas Hood. They must really want us to draft him. I'm not interested unless our left guard does not play well. But we're at the mid-season mark, so let's go ahead and upgrade the team. Let's do Nick Nash since he was our first-round pick. I know he's a low overall. Scheme fit is a zone. He sucks in man. He's actually good in zone, though, already. So we're not going to upgrade zone. Let's upgrade run support. Get his awareness up a little bit. So it auto upgrade the rest of the team. Actually, Kendall Cooper, that receiver. He's a deep threat. He's a deep threat at that size. Okay. Let's put his deep threat up. Hopefully his deep route running goes up a little bit. And it does. No, medium route running went up 3. So that's good. Let's go ahead and auto upgrade the rest of the team and beat the Browns in prime time. And then we'll check out the player contracts. As we win 38-23, so that was a big W against the Cleveland Browns. 2 straight wins going into the bye week. We shut the running game down. That's crazy because I know they still got Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb. 24-0 at the half. Dak with 4 touchdowns, no picks, no sacks, 20 of 25, 80% completion percentage. Zeke over 100 yards. Dak, that's 5 total touchdowns on the day, so he's probably going to get a Player Weekly award. They killed us with Austin Hooper, and we played Amari Cooper in his revenge game. He played great, 6 catches, 80 yards, but we got the dub at the end of the day. The other rookie wide receiver, Terrell Downing, 5 catches, 60 yards, touchdown. So it looks like we're using all 5 receivers that we have on our roster. And then the other rookie, Cooper, with a touchdown, showing them who the real Cooper is. Half a sack for Neville Gallimore, Micah Parsons, Malik Hooker getting a pick. So all our guys coming back from injury, playing well. All of our receivers on our depth chart have a touchdown this season. That's crazy. So it looks like we have all of them are playing wide receiver 3 basically. Dak gets that Player of the Week award. We're at the bye week. We're sitting at 5-3, a game behind the football team. Let's go ahead and look at the contracts. Only 6 players. Let's see. Tony Pollard. We don't know about that. We got Zeke under contract. Now we don't know if we're going to trade him in the future or not. But I think Tony Pollard, that's not a lot of money. If he wants to come back, we might give him that. But I think he can go be a running back 1 somewhere else. Donovan Wilson. We have our safety, our first-round pick safety, Tristan Hill. Still young. If he has a great season, we'll bring him back. Terrell Bashham's a backup. Terrence Steele, if he has a great year, we'll bring him back. Connor McGovern, and he's a backup at this point. So really nobody important. Only Tony Pollard. We got the money available to sign him, but I don't think we should pay him, especially with that big-ass contract for Zeke. So because it is the bye week, let's go ahead and upgrade the team and get on to the Giants. Our first meeting against the Giants, they're 3-5. They definitely need a win to get back into the running of the division. As we get Storm Norton back from injury. Let's go ahead and beat the Giants. Beat the G-Man. Try to keep them down in the division. I see the Eagles trying to make a comeback a little bit, and we lose to the Giants, 35-28. Our first loss in the division comes at the hands of the Giants. They ran the ball well. They passed it well. They outdueled us on 3rd down. Daniel Jones outplayed Dak. Saquon outplayed Zeke. Kenny Golladay destroyed us. What's going on? Neville Gallimore, Tait Lawrence, Dalton Barber's having himself a season. And he's our cornerback 4. As Rico Dowdle gets a kick return touchdown. Let's go. Let's go. We're putting them back there permanently. He's our Devin Hester this season. He is our Devin Hester this season. Rico Dowdle, kick return specialist. Wow. Yeah, there you go. There you go. He's going to be our kick returner with Brown. And then punt return will be Tony Pollard and Faber. And then slot receiver, we're going to switch it up. We're not going to do Michael Gallup. He started off hot. Now he slowed down. Let's go CeeDee Lamb because it looks like he's having a down season. And, man, we took a L, big L to the Giants. But this is the big one right here. The Commanders, they're 7-3. We're 5-4. 2 games behind them. We need to get this dub against them if we want a chance to become number 1 in the NFC East. Big game. Get the W. Let's go. 34-24. We beat the Commanders. We're the better football team, damn it. 34-24. We shut their running game down. They passed all over us, but they had them 2 turnovers that probably costed them the game. 2 touchdowns for Dak. 4 sacks allowed, though. Zeke, $125, 2 touchdowns. That's my boy, CeeDee Lamb, 149 yards and a tutty on the day. Let's see, Cooper's having a great rookie season. Zeke with a receiving touchdown. Our whole O-line giving up sacks. Micah Parsons, Oza, and Micah Parsons getting the pick. Greg, the leg was perfect. No special teams touchdown that week for us. But at the end of the day, we got the big W, big division win, as we're a game behind them, and we already have a win over them. As Blake Jarwin comes back from injury, let's see if we can beat the Colts and go to 7-4. Get the 7 wins, and we can't. 31-27. So it looks like we're up and down this season. We win 2 games, lose 2. Win 2. Lose on Thursday night. We couldn't pass the ball. Save our lives. Did they drop 21 points on us in the fourth quarter? Yes, they did. We was up 20-10 going into the fourth. We gave up 21 points. Unacceptable for the defense, especially with Carson Wentz playing like that. 3 picks. Jonathan Taylor ran all over us. Odell is on their team now. He had 2 touchdowns. Cooper had a touchdown. As Nick Nash, the rookie safety, 2 picks on the day. Trayvon Diggs with the pick. Angry, pinning them inside the 20 twice. As we have a weekly award, probably Nick Nash, maybe with the 2 picks. Yes, it was 4 tackles, 2 picks, and he had a pick 6. So shout out to him. It's not looking so bad for a first round pick. 67 overall, first round pick safety, but he's balling out right now. As we are 6-5, Bucks 5-6. They're trying to get back to 500. We're still only a game behind the football team. So let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road. This would be a big win, especially NFC playoff implications, and we lose. Like I said, we win 2 games, we lose 2 games. Lose by a field goal. We shut the running game down. They couldn't do nothing in the running game. But Brady found a way to win. We got to him 5 times as well. Keyshawn Vaughn had that touchdown, though. Scotty Miller killed our secondary. CD played great. Dalton Schultz has not been playing great. Cooper, touchdown beast, 6'5". Micah Parsons, Leighton Vander Esch, Tait Lawrence, Gallimore, Oza, all had great games. Jabril Cox with a pick. Looks like he having a great second year in the league. Let's take a look at the playoff picture. I know we're 6-6. Let's just take a look at the NFC side of things, as we did lose to the Bucks, and now they're the 7th seed. So that game was important. I said playoff implications. As we play the Jaguars now, they're 7-5, looking to make the playoffs on the AFC side of things. And we lose big, 49-21. They almost dropped 50 on our heads. As we go on a 3-game losing streak, a little bit of a meltdown. Starting to play like the Cowgirls. 2 turnovers. Dak throwing 2 picks, 3 sacks. Zeke only 70 yards. 2 touchdowns for Gallup, though. They got Gronk on their team. Tyler Biadasz giving up 2 from the center position. That's kind of bad. No field goals. They had a special teams touchdown for Travis Etienne. We need to snap out of it. Get a win. Get a win. We got the Lions. We're still only a game behind. 3-game losing streak, and we're a game behind. NFC least at its finest. NFC least at its finest. Let's go ahead and knock the Lions out of the playoffs, man. Get them to 42-28. We get back above 500. Get off that terrible losing streak. Now let's finish the season strong. Shut the running game down. What's going on in my secondary? I don't know who the Lions quarterback is. They might have a rookie quarterback that they drafted last season. It is Colin fucking Kaepernick. 4 touchdowns, though. No picks from Dak, no sacks, 84% completion percentage. That's what I want to see out of him. Tony Pollard had a touchdown. Siwo, who we moved from running back to fullback, had a touchdown. CD went crazy. Michael Gallup had a touchdown. And showed it Sean McKeon, our third tight end. Tait Lawrence, Trayvon Diggs. No special teams touchdown, but we had a 13-yard punt return from Tony Pollard. As we have a weekly award, most likely Dak with those 4 touchdowns. Yes, it was. As we are 7-7, so we're not above 500. We're right at 500, but we are atop of the NFC East because the football team is melting down. Thank you, guys. Let's go ahead and get our revenge game against the Giants. Now, the Giants, if they win this game, they will have swept us, and they'll be a game behind. So this is an important game. Division implications, playoff implications. But this is our revenge game. We need to beat the Giants. Daniel Jones outplayed Dak last time. Dak needs to step up this week as he does. 22-17. So we swept the Eagles. We split with the Giants. We already got a win over the football team as we close the season out against them, too. So that's going to be a big game. Hopefully they keep losing, though. As this game, we did have a turnover. They had more third down conversions, but they tried to come back in the fourth quarter. It was too late. Dak, I think we could say he outplayed Daniel Jones a little bit, but it was the Zeke game, outrushing Saquon this time. CD was great. Cooper was great. Man, I love that draft pick. Underrated draft pick. Terrence Steele giving up 2 sacks. Oza. Greg, the leg was perfect. We needed him to make all those field goals. As we are above 500, 8-7. I think we're still atop of the NFC East, but the football team has tied us. 8-7. So it's going to come down between the football team or Commanders. Let me stop calling them a football team. They are a football team, but they are the Commanders now. It's going to come down between us and them. Next week's game, season finale, might be for the division. That's the way we want it. But let's go ahead and beat the Bears. And this is a big game, too. They're 10-5 in the NFC, and we beat them. And, yes, it's going to come down to this. 9-7, 9-7. They're at home. We already beat them once. We do have an injury, but let's go ahead and check out the Bears game first. And it's going to come down to this final game. This final game of the season. We're on a 3-game winning streak. Now we're hot. As they shut our running game down. They shut Zeke down. They shut Tony Pollard down. Both quarterbacks played the same. They outrushed us. But CeeDee Lamb was not having it. He was not having it. Cole Kmet did his best. Fehoko had a touchdown. He's playing great, actually. Harper giving up 2 sacks, but he's a rookie. I understand. Tait Lawrence, 2 sacks. Pick for Leighton Vander Esch. Both field goal kickers missing a field goal. None was blocked, so he just straight up missed it. But we do have a big injury. It has to be a big injury. I'm guessing it's one of the wide receivers because Fehoko had a touchdown as John Bostic comes back from injury. It is Cooper. Dislocated knee. So we're going to go with Fehoko. He's playing great. Upgrade the team really quick. And this is it for the division. But let's go ahead and look at the depth chart. For the playoff spots, most likely, too. We'll take a look at the playoff picture. As we're going to go with Fehoko. CD, Gallup, and Fehoko. Yep. Now, let's take a look at the playoff picture. Take a look at the playoff picture as we are actually number 3. Football team 6. Bears number 1, and we actually beat them. If the Bears lose, we win. I don't know what the Saints record looking like. We could probably get a first-round bye. But it looks like we might be safe in the playoffs. Let's take a look at the standings real quick on the NFC side, see what it's looking like. As, yes, if the Bears and Saints lose, we win, we could probably jump up to number 1. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think we played the Vikings. They beat us, whatever. But let's just go ahead and get the win. Beat the football team. And we fucking lose. And we miss out on the playoffs. I'll be damned. I'll be damned. We lost the fucking game and didn't make the playoffs. The fucking Vikings won their game and snuck in. Saints stole the number 1 seed from the Bears. Oh, that's fucking crazy. What? Lost by a touchdown. We couldn't run the ball. Turned the ball over. They went for it on 4th down 3 times, so they were way more aggressive than us. Marcus Mariota won them the division. Tony Pollard, where was Zeke? Where was Zeke? Zeke must have got hurt. Gallup went crazy, but it wasn't enough. As the Cowboys, Nash with a pick. Zerline missing a field goal. The Cowboys, not only not winning the division, at a record of 9-7, 9-8, not making the playoffs. Not making the playoffs. See, we were 6 in points per game, 10 in passing yards per game, 11 in rush yards per game, 25 in defensive points per game, 19 in passing yards per game, and 26 in defensive rush per game. Take a look at the top leaders. Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, Alvin Kamara, Mike Evans, Calvin Ridley, Michael Thomas, Khalil Mack, Matt Crosby. Khalil Mack had 24 sacks. Emmanuel Ogba, Shaq Griffin, Ladarius Sneed, Antoine Winfield Jr., Isaiah Simmons, Kazir White, Devin Bush. Looking at our stats, we were 5th in offensive yards, 21st in defensive yards, 6 in points scored, 25th in points allowed. As Dak, again, man, with them 15, 14 picks, just way too many. Great for the yards, though. Sacks, a little bit too much. But our offensive line got weaker. Zeke was great, of course. Tony Pollard, we're probably going to let him go be a running back 1 somewhere else. But it was the CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup season. Both had 87, 88 receptions, 8 touchdowns each. Cooper, great rookie year, 800 yards, almost 60 catches, 7 touchdowns. Dalton Schultz, almost 50 catches, 3 touchdowns for Simi Fehoko, 4 touchdowns for Zeke, a touchdown for Downing, touchdown for McKeon. Offensive line, Terrence Steele from the guard position, that is bad. So I'm glad we didn't give him a new contract. Tyron Smith and Marcus Harvard under 10. Center was bad, Tyler Biadasz. Zach Martin was great. So it looks like Biadasz and Steele, the 2 weakest spots on the offensive line, played weak. Van Der Esch had a great season. Jabril Cox had an okay season. Jordan Lewis, down year from what he produced last season. Kelvin Joseph didn't do shit. Trayvon Diggs was okay. Nick Nash was great. Micah Parsons was great. Tait Lawrence, kind of a down year for his standards. Oza stopping the run was great. Malik Hooker, he was injured, but he only had a pick. He didn't do much. Gallimore was okay. Tristan Hill really didn't do nothing. 2 picks for Baber. We saw that earlier. But, man, we missed out on the playoffs. Forced fumble for Trayvon Diggs. No blocks. We had a safety for Micah Parsons, and we saw that touchdown for Nick Nash, double in. We had an extra pointer missed, but Greg DeLeg only missed 3 field goals on the season. Punt was blocked inside the 29 times, long as it was 72. He averaged 50.7. As we saw that touchdown by Rico Dowdle, we'll definitely bring him back. He might be running back 2 next season with the loss of Tony Pollard. Patrick Mahomes wins MVP. As Dak comes in at number 9, Coach of the Year, Urban Meyer. That's funny. Mike McCarthy at 10. Why is Mike McCarthy up there? We didn't even make the playoffs. Didn't even win the division. Dak at number 4, Offensive Player of the Year. Zeke at number 7, Defensive Player of the Year. Khalil Mack with them 24 sacks. Offensive Rookie of the Year was Eddie McKenzie for the Lions. We had Cooper at number 3. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Deion Whitfield. For the Vikings, we had Nick Nash, our safety, at number 2. Best QB, Justin Fields, Dak at 4. Running back, Alvin Kamara, we had Zeke at 2. Wide receiver, Michael Thomas. We had CD at 6, Gallup at 9. Zach Martin was the best offensive line, best guard in the league. We had Tyron Smith at 4. D lineman was Jonathan Allen. Khalil Mack, linebacker. We had Micah Parsons at number 7. Defensive back, Jalen Ramsey. We had Nick Nash, number 3, our rookie safety. First round pick, and then Riley Patterson for the Lions was the best kicker. We had Greg the Leg at number 5. Damn, so the Commanders won the division. They won that final game. We missed out on the playoffs at 9-8. Vikings snuck in because they beat us earlier in the season. So we'll see if we have any Pro Bowlers. As it'll be the Bears and Bengals Super Bowl. So from the NFC side, Marcus Mariota, he deserves to make that Pro Bowl. He took them to the playoffs, won the division. But Dak is the quarterback 1 for the NFC, so that's 1 for us. Zeke will be running back 2. That's 2 for us. As we get CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver 4. So that's 3 Pro Bowlers for us so far. Let's see. No Tyron Smith. No Tyron Smith, but Zach Martin makes 4 for us. No Micah Parsons. Oh, no, Micah Parsons, but no Leighton Vander Esch. He got robbed. 5 for us with Micah Parsons. Former Cowboy Xavier Woods. But Nick Nash, the rookie, that makes 6 for us, and he is the safety 2 for the Pro Bowl. So that is 6 Pro Bowls for us. So our rookie Nash, making me look like a genius with that first round pick. Micah Parsons, Zach Martin, CD, Zeke, and Dak. So it's going to be a Bears-Bengals Super Bowl. Going for the Bengals just because we beat the Bears and we got a chance to steal their spot in the playoff bracket. Let's see if we had any dev trait upgrades. As we get, did Zeke go up? No, he went up last season. CD stays at star. That's crazy. That's crazy. Harper came out as star. He was hitting dev trait. Gallup didn't go up. And on the defensive side, I think Vander Esch went up to superstar. Jabril Cox went up to star. So that's 2 upgrades for the defense. So let's see who wins the Super Bowl. As the Bears win the Super Bowl. So they won it all 28-24 against the Bengals. Justin Fields was the Super Bowl MVP. And on the side, you saw Patrick Mahomes won MVP. Urban Meyer, Coach of the Year. Lamar Jackson, Offensive Player of the Year. Khalil Mack with them 24 sacks. And then the Chiefs, rookie wide receiver Tavares Marshall won Rookie of the Year. And then the Titans defensive tackle Garrison Forbes, overall defensive rookie of the year. Let's go ahead and look at the contracts. I don't think we're going to bring nobody back. We're going to save our money. But we'll take a look at it again. See if we want to bring back Tony Pollard. Take a look at the mock draft 3. See where they have us mocked. We didn't make the playoffs. And we're at 7. And they got us taking Thomas Hood again. And we do need a left guard. So A-Lead block. So we might take him. Take a look at retirements and see if we had anybody. And we don't. No Cowboys retired. Take a look at the player negotiations again. So Tony Pollard was the big one. don't think we're going to bring him back. We're going to let him walk, be a starter somewhere else. We're not going to bring back Donovan Wilson. We're not going to bring back Tristan Hill, Basham. Terrence Steele played horrible. We're not going to bring him back. Connor McGovern, we could bring back just so we have a guard on the roster. But I don't want to pay him. Do we bring him back as a back? Nah. We're not going to bring him back. Rico, I'm going to bring back on a 2-year deal. No, we'll bring him back in free agency as our kick return specialist. Greg DeLeg, maybe. Street, no. Jarwin, no. Zach Duke, just because we signed him as an undrafted rookie free agent, we'll bring him back on a 3-year deal, finish out that rookie contract. John Bostic, no. Malcolm Smith, no. Storm Norton, nope. Cassius March, nope. Terrence Peters played okay in the preseason. We'll bring him back on a 1-year deal. No, 3-year. We'll give him 3 years just to make it cheap. So for the big losses, so we're going to bring back Rico in free agency. We thought about Connor McGovern, but everybody else, Tony Pollard, Donovan Wilson, Tristan Hill, Basham, Steele, they can all go. Some big signings in free agency. Let's see if we can get some. Let's see if we can cut anybody just to save some more money. Because we got a quarterback here that we did not sign. We're just going to go ahead and cut him now. Don't want him. Running back. Ooh, so we definitely got to bring back Rico. As we did not have Kendall hitting on this team, so we're going to cut him, save that $1 million. And then this guy, yeah, he's slow as hell. Castillo can get cut. We didn't have this guy, Colbert. I'm tired of them signing all these wide receivers on the practice squad because it's taking up money. So they brought in Mitchell Wilcox. I don't want him. That's $480K that we could save. Charlie Boone must have been a rookie last season. Don't want him either. Tyron Smith would save us about $9 million, but we're going to keep him right now. Tyler Biadasz played horrible last season. We could upgrade him. But anything on the O-line, we need a guard. Could need a center as Biadasz is in a contract year. Oza stopping the run was okay, I guess. 17 TFLs, yeah, he played okay. Gallimore is going in a contract year, but we need to find him a partner. Jabril Cox went up to star dev. Did they let him keep it, though? No, they didn't. Of course, they robbed him. Van Der Esch went up to superstar, but as you see, he's back down to star, so they robbed us. Cornerbacks, Kelvin Joseph didn't do nothing. He's not developing. Baber played better than him. So I like our corners, and I like our safety. Did they let Nick Nash go up? No, he did not. Made the Pro Bowl. Was number 3 in defensive backs of the year. Still on normal dev. So we need a kicker, possibly a corner. Not really looking at corner, though. D tackle's a big one. O-line is a big one. Backup running back. Backup tight end. Because Dalton Schultz ain't doing nothing, really. So let's look at free agencies to see who are there. As you see, we got $48 million. Probably got more than that. Yeah, we got $48 million. Quentin Nelson is available at guard. Man. Scary Terry. Devontae Adams. Yes, baby. Devontae Adams is available. But we're not gonna sign Devontae Adams. I'm cool with CD and Gallup being our wide receivers. De'Aaron Payne, though. So we'll look at positions of need. As we see, Tony Pollard's getting big contracts from the Steelers, the Jets, the Bucks. So I'm happy for him. He can go be a running back 1 somewhere else. Kareem Hunt isn't getting any offers, but he's going to be a running back 1 somewhere else. As we do need a backup running back now. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and bring back my boy who had that special teams touchdown, Rico Dowdle. Give him a 2-year deal. Put his money down just a little bit, but not too much because 217 is okay. We got our fullback. We got our wide receiver 3 now. We can always draft a backup tight end, but we do need a left guard. And Quentin Nelson is sitting here. I know we just did a rebuild with him and the Colts. That's a lot of money, though. 14 mil. We going to offer him this. Put this up just a little bit. 53 mil. Where does that put us? Number 2 behind the Bucks. Put this up just a little bit. Oh, still not enough. About 11 and a half. Quentin Nelson would be great. Jason Kelsey. But I want to give Biadasz one more chance. But Zach Martin and Quentin Nelson, we would have the best pair of guards in the league. And then when you look at D-tackle, a Fletcher Cox could work. De'Aaron Payne could work. Do we want to spend all our money, though? I like it. De'Aaron Payne was in the division on the football team. Fletcher Cox was in the division. Let's get De'Aaron Payne. Help out Neville Gallimore. Patriots giving him big money, man. They're giving him big money. Might not be able to get him. Yeah, we can't get De'Aaron Payne. So let's go ahead and get Fletch Cox on a 1-year deal. About 10 mil. Actually, we can lower this a little bit. What am I doing? About 3.2. Plus, he's a former Eagle, so you know we finna lowball him. Actually, we can put that even down a little bit lower. About 7.3. And then Greg the Leg. He only missed 3 field goals last season, so we'll give him another 1-year deal. But he's still going to have some more competition. So hopefully he takes that. So looking at our negotiations, we got the big one, Quentin Nelson, Fletcher Cox, and then bringing back Greg the Leg and Rico Dowdle. Hopefully we can get these guys. Quentin Nelson and Zach Martin would just be crazy together. Like, Zeke better run for like 3,000 rushing yards, bro. 3,000 rushing yards. 3K at least. At least. Come on, Quentin Nelson. He rejected us. Doesn't want to come to Dallas. So, Fletch Cox is still interested. Damn, man. Mitch Morse, David DeCastro, J.C. Treader. At this point, let's just go to the draft. Man, I wanted Quentin Nelson. Take a look at the mock draft for. We are, I think, 15, 17. Yeah, Thomas Hood. They got us taking him all the way. So, match made in heaven. We're going to draft him. But we're going to look at the other college players and see what else we could get. As we look at running back, definitely need a running back too. No more Tony Pollard. But it's Jerry Bullock. B carrying. B awareness. C trucking. He doesn't look that bad, actually. Look at him. And I did say I was going to start looking at these guys that fell down the draft board a little bit. Because some of them are still good. He's the strongest. But we ain't going to look at the running backs too much. Fullback we can still look at, even though we moved the one running back to fullback. We can always take another fullback, though. Should have took one last season. He's a beast. Kirk Moore is a beast. we're going to take him. We might move our fullback back to running back anyway. Take a look at tight end, because Dalton Schultz has not played all that great the past 2 seasons after giving him that big contract. B, run block finesse with George Avant by Chad Wentz. C, catching. He's the fastest tight end. B, short route. C, catching. Doesn't look that bad, so we'll put him on the list. What about Spencer Kent? Do we spend a first round on the tight end? Ace protecting edge, B, short route. Maybe. But this guy, Thomas Hood, and look at that. He's one of those guys that fell down the draft board, and they want us to take him. So we're going to put him on the list. We're going to put Tom Robinson, my white cousin, on the list. And he looks okay. We'll put him on the list. Take a look at this center right here. Elijah Weary. We could do what we did last season. Take a center and then flex him out to a different position. A, pass blocking. Looks more like a tackle maybe. A, stamina. B, lead block. So this guy looks good. So we don't have to spend a first round on a guard. We could spend it on a different position like defensive tackle. Even if we bring in a Fletcher Cox. There's a couple of round 1 tackles. Don't need tackle though. Don't need tackle. I mean, this guy's big enough to move in the guard. This guy, A, awareness. There's a lot of good linemen in this draft class. We just going to put these boys on the list just in case they fall to us. But that center looks good. We could use defensive end, right end, and move Oza back in the D tackle. A, block shedding for this guy. He skipped the combine. He looks like a beast. Jose Leonard. See Joe Ridley, A, tackling. He looks good. Dakota Woodbury, C, power moves. A, play recognition, though. He looks okay. I mean, we could draft him if he falls to us. There's a lot of right ends. So we might not even need to take one in the first round. Take a look at D tackle, though. None. Weak defensive tackle class. Don't need linebackers. We don't need cornerback, really. I mean, we could take one in the second round like they did with Kelvin Joseph, but we see how that's working out. B, press. C, catching, C, awareness. I mean, these guys are okay. Nobody really standing out. Ooh, D's, nope. Well, look at this guy, B, catching, C, man. 12 bench rep. F, play recognition, though. So, I mean, the cornerback's not looking good. Let's look at kicker. B, awareness. Elite kick power. C, kick accuracy. He looks okay. And then George Alexander will be the last guy we look at. So right now, I'm thinking either O-line, that guard that they have us projected to take every goddamn mock draft, or a right end and move Osa back in the defensive tackle as we get Dowdle. And it looks like we're not going to get Fletcher Cox either. So, CeeDee Lamb, yep. Bet your ass I'm picking up his 5th-year option. He's going to get a big payday very soon. And it's okay if we don't get Fletcher Cox. You don't got to come here. Stay loyal to the Eagles. We really don't give a fuck, but come to Dallas, man. You want a chance to win another Super Bowl, as you did win one with the Eagles, come to Dallas. As we get kicked out, let's go ahead and sign back in. You know, with the draft. And I don't know what I'm going to take because there's a lot of linemen. So if we don't take one in the first round, we can get one in the second round. There's a lot of defensive ends at right end. If we don't take one in the first round, we could get one in the second round. So it's really down to those two positions, right end or offensive line. Whichever one we take in the first round, we'll take the other one in the second round. So we'll see what player falls to us. Let's go ahead and look at the final mock draft and the free agency recap. You saw Fletcher Cox rejected us. And I see right tackle there, yep, quarterback, right end. So a lot of right ends are going, so we might have to take one. They still got us taking Thomas Hood. Still have us taking Thomas Hood. So we might have to take a right end and then get that center, hopefully, in the second round. Look at the free agency recap as Greg the Leg didn't even sign with us, bro. Yeah, we're moving on from kicker. He wants to be an asshole. As our only signings was Rico Dowdle, our kick returner. And then the lead signing, Quentin Nelson, goes to the fucking Eagles. So the Eagles stole him from us. They stole him from us because they're trying to compete in the division. And let's see what so the football team, Commanders, they lost De'Aaron Payne to the Patriots. Jason Kelce left the Eagles, went to the Giants. So our division is being active in free agency. Giants getting Jason Kelce. Eagles getting Quentin Nelson. Tony Pollard goes to the Jets. Shout out to him. My boy getting a big payday to be a starting running back. Fletcher Cox doesn't sign with us, goes to the Raiders. He wants to go party in Vegas. Giants get Bobby Wagner. And that's about it. So I really don't see the football team making moves. So Giants making a couple moves. Eagles making a couple moves. Sweeping up Quentin Nelson right from under us. That's okay, though. It's okay. It's not going to help them out too much. And let's get on with the NFL draft.
Okay, the Texans
and see if we take. Are we going to take a right end, or are we going to take? Let's see what the Eagles. Let's see what the Eagles take at number 2. Let's see what the Eagles take at number 2. Probably going to be a quarterback. Yep, quarterback. Let's go to our pick, and we. Honestly, we could trade down. Do we trade down? Do we trade down? So looking at the board, there is a tight end, man. Draft this tight end, trade Dalton Schultz. I don't think so. No, that's a left tackle. What am I talking about? It's not even the tight end. Spencer Kent is the tight end, but I didn't really like him that much. Hood is still there. Elijah Weary, that center, we can move in the guard. Looking good. I mean, he's a pass blocker, though. He's probably a tackle. Let's look at the right ends. It's really Deion Baker. B, C awareness, B block shedding, B pursuit, F stamina, though. Yeah, we might have to take him. We might have to take him or this guy, Evan Rosenberg. We didn't really look at him. Nah, he's not a pass rusher. Yeah, Baker. Or do we take Bryce McBride? A awareness. A lead blocking, but C run blocking though. So yeah, that's not that good. I honestly don't know. Can get Weary. We can get Thomas Hood, the guy that they had us taking with that B awareness. A lead blocking. Yeah, I know what we're going to do. We're going to take Deion Baker, move him into D tackle, hidden depth, draft king. Let's go. Let's go. We can keep Oza at right end. Deion Baker is 6'6", 313. We're moving his ass. We're moving his big ass in the D tackle to be our Tristan Hill replacement. Let's see if we can get an O lineman to move in the guard in the second round. Ooh, another lineman fell. Another lineman fell. And that center did fall to us. So if this Jermaine Peterson guy doesn't look good, yeah, D pass block. Yeah, we know who we're taking. We know who we're taking. But first, before I take him, let's look at everybody else. Those cornerbacks are there. That safety is there. What about running backs? There's a first-round running back that we could take. He runs a 4.37. D juke move though. So Chad Wentz, we can get him in the third round. So we're gonna go ahead. We're not gonna fuck around. Let's take Elijah Weary. Move him in the guard. Hidden dev. 2 for 2. Let's go. The Fletcher Cox, Quentin Nelson not being able to get them. We get younger players at their positions with hidden dev. So it wasn't a loss that we didn't get them boys in free agency because we was going to get somebody to play those positions in the draft anyway. Let's see if that tight end Wentz is still there. So this draft is working out for us. But before we take him, there's a cornerback here. 2 of them. Derek Lashley, but he's the one with those D's on his card. So we're not even going to entertain that. But this guy right here, B catching, C man, but that F, C tackling is okay, but that F play recognition turns me off. So we're going to go ahead and take Carson Wentz, cousin Chad Wentz out of Utah. Let's see if we can make it 3 for 3 with the dev traits. We can't, but he'll compete. I mean, he might compete with Dalton Schultz for that tight end 1 spot if Dalton Schultz keeps messing up, keeps slipping up. And now 4th round.
Now on the clock.
Really don't know. Is that fullback? There's a kicker. There's that running back, Jerry Bullock, we were interested in. We could take him. See if there's any cornerbacks, though. No cornerbacks. Free safety, I mean, Malik Hooker didn't play. Oh, no. No F hit power, D's all over the place. Not looking at that. No cornerbacks, really. Left outside linebacker to compete with Jabril Cox. Nope. By D tackles, nope. There's nothing left. Nothing left in this draft. We could take another lineman. Josh Ridgeway. C awareness. He looks decent. F stamina, though. Don't need another receiver. We took 2 last season. Let's just take Jerry Bullock, running back. Get him now because he might be gone in the next round.
Okay,
Normal dev, but look, he got some speed on him. 93 acceleration. 88 speed, kind of slow, but 90 agility. 88 change of direction. Maybe he can be our Tony Pollard replacement.
It's the Cowboys.
And then we have another 4th round pick that I didn't know about. Must have gotten was that an Amari Cooper trade? Might have been the Amari Cooper trade. So, let's look for, you know what, that lineman. Was it Josh Ridgeway? C awareness, C pass blocking. D pass block finesse, though. But he might be the best lineman available. Lewis Burke. D run blocking. Yeah, I think I'm going to take that lineman. Seems like the best thing available. Josh Ridgeway. Hidden dev. Let's go. That's it. That is it. That is it for Tyler Beadass. 3 hidden dev traits in this draft. We got one with our 2nd, 4th round pick. And now I'm not gonna mess around. I'm not gonna mess around. We need to take a fullback. I missed the fullback last time. I'm not gonna miss him this time. Let's make sure that I have a 6th and 7th round pick. I do. Let's go ahead and try to get a cornerback. As there is none. And there is no there is no linebackers. There's nothing. We might even trade out of this pick. We don't see nothing. There's a receiver here. I would hate to take another receiver. Yeah, he can't run routes. But this guy, he can't catch in traffic, but he can block. Can't run routes, though. Do we take another running back? We take a quarterback? Not really, no. Nothing here. Free safety. See if we can find somebody. F-man? No, sir. No, sir. Nick Harris. F's? Nope. Quentin Ellington. B catching. F pursuit. C kick return. Gonna have to let the computer pick. We ran out of time.
Now the
See what they take. They
Broncos are on the
take
clock.
that fullback, Kirk Moore. So they took the fullback right there. I'm fine with that. Was gonna get him in the 6th round.
Cowboys now on the clock.
As we don't know what we're gonna take with these next 2 picks, though. Don't know what we're gonna take. We could take kicker. We don't have a kicker on the roster. That's right. Greg DeLeg did not sign with us, even though we offered him a contract and nobody else offered a contract. So be awareness for Cliff Williamson about George Alexander. Be awareness for him. Solid kick power. Do we double dip at kicker? I think this was the guy that had the elite kick power. Yeah. We're going to take Cliff Williamson
On
here.
the clock now. It's the
97
Broncos.
kick power. We got a new Greg DeLeg. Got a new Greg DeLeg. And with our last pick,
All right, on the clock
because
now.
we really don't see nothing in this draft, if I don't see a corner or a safety or a left outside linebacker, we'll probably trade out of this pick. So it looks like there's no middle linebackers that we can flex out. To the left, C pursuit, elite acceleration, A catching. We're going to take a chance on this guy, Demarcus Fitzsimmons.
The Broncos are on the clock.
91 acceleration. He's a freak athlete, 6'3", 247. So we'll find a spot for him on this team. Don't know what we're going to do with him. He might even can play safety a little bit, free safety, with that 8 catching. I think he had 8 catching. Let's look at the draft recap and see how we did. I think we did outstanding. 3 hidden devs. Look at those overalls. 74 overall right end, Deion Baker, our first-round pick who we're going to move into D-tackle, all 313 pounds. He's also a power rusher and a speed rusher. So we could keep his ass at right end. He fits the scheme already. We can move him into defensive tackle. We can move him on the left side. He can play edge a little bit. So he's a beast. Then with our second-round pick, just like we did last season, we got a center in the second round with hidden dev, who was our highest overall pick, just like last season. Elijah Weary, center out of Oregon, 75 overall, hidden dev. We're going to move him in the left guard, though. Or we could keep him at center because we got this left guard down here, Josh Ridgway, with hidden dev. So both of our linemen got hidden dev. Tight end Chad Wentz came out as a 66. But look at this. Jerry Bullock, 72 overall, will be our Tony Pollard replacement. As we saw, Ridgway had the hidden dev. And then we got a fullback, a real true fullback in Kirk Moore. Normal dev, though, but he looked good. He looked good. We got a 72 overall kicker with 97 kick power. 72 kick accuracy. And then Demarcus Fitzsimmons was the athlete, 57. We whiffed on that. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players, 70 overall or above. 3 hidden dev traits, 2 on the O-line. We got a fucking kicker, 72 overall. We got a backup running back. Even our tight end being a 66 was decent. 65 for Ridgway, but he had a hidden dev. So all the picks were great. Not even going to look at the other picks because we did the best. Actually, we're going to look at the best player in the class just to see who might have got him. If I had to guess, it's probably a running back. It's actually a wide receiver for the Jets. Eagles number 2 with their quarterback, but I don't care. Don't care. But disappointing season. Yes, baby, it was disappointing. They played like the Cowgirls. 9-8, missed the playoffs, second in the division, missed out on Quentin Nelson in free agency, missed out on Fletcher Cox in free agency. Greg DeLeg said, fuck y'all, I'm not signing back. We can't even win the division in the NFC Leafs and make the playoffs. But we bounced back with a hell of a draft. 5 players, 5 rookies, at least 70 overall or higher. 3 hidden dev traits, 2 on the O-line, so we just completely revamped the O-line, got younger, got more talented, and we got some good backups. Backup running back, backup tight end. We got a starting right end / defensive tackle. He can do it all. But that'll wrap it up for part 2 until the next episode.